Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Minnesota Rokkr High School Call of Duty League, presented by MNVL. As tonight, it is hosted by the coolest nerds on the planet. My name is Thunder McFadden, and I am joined by my best friend, Master Shake. Master, what's happening?
I don't know. I think I'm in like some pink-purple vortex of a world. I think I got transported to like Rokkr Zone.
You're in Rokkr
and
Zone?
Yeah, dude, I'm in Rokkr Zone right now.
I love it. You're looking great,
dude.
actually, dude.
Yeah, I'm hanging out. Dr. Disrespect's like, 12 blocks down that way. I can catch
clearly.
the light bright from outside of his window, and we're just chilling. Excited to get into some Call of Duty today, man. We've been trying to throw together a good stream, and we got a good couple teams playing today, so I'm pumped to get into it.
Sure enough, yes, it is Friday night. We got the shades on because we're feeling cool. And tonight, the matchup is Inver Grove taking on Washington Tech. And over the course of this season, we have seen some really, really stellar play out of these teams, particularly out of Inver Grove on these streams that we have had. They have done really, really quick work of some of these teams. They're very, very good with their transitions, very, very good with their rotations, and their weapon skills are just on point. Master Shake, what are you excited to see tonight? What are you excited as we get into this matchup?
You know, there's a quote that I heard a long time ago from somebody in the CDL, friend of mine, and she was like, kind of, in other games it really matters a lot more about your strategy, but sometimes even sometimes in Call of Duty it's just who can slay, right? So today, who's going to step up to the plate and absolutely slay? We've seen Kolbs do it over and over and over again. I'm going to be looking to see if he's on or if he's off. If he's off, I think Washington has a good chance here. Washington's very storied organization in our league, has been around actually the first 3 schools I ever through a tournament with 2 years ago. So they have a really strong program. They're good in a lot of esports. They have one of the really established programs that has a strong coaching foundation, with a couple of really, really stellar coaches there, and have produced some of our biggest college scholarship esports athletes coming out of Minnesota Varsity League. So they have their program is absolutely no slouch. But then again, on the other side, Inver Grove is coming from our MEC chapters, the Minnesota Esports Club, and they have a storied tradition as being one of the top schools and top programs in our league as well. So 2 powerhouse programs coming at it today. A couple all-stars on the field or in the game, and it's just going to be an exciting game, man. I'm pumped about it.
Yeah, absolutely. So excited to get into it. And we are doing best of 3 as we do in our regular season, folks. We're going to start off just like CDL rules. We're going to start off on a hard point, then we're going to move to search and destroy. And then following that, if we go to a game 3, it's going to be control. It's very exciting stuff. And knowing, Jake, to your point there about we have 2 of the titans of our program right here of our league in Minnesota Varsity League. So very exciting that they are featured tonight on the Minnesota Rokkr High School Call of Duty League as presented by MNVL. Big shout out to Minnesota Rokkr. Man, they have had some really stellar games lately, and a couple of those guys really, really popping off. Exciting to see which guys, as you said, Jake, which guys in this league are popping off tonight. You mentioned Kolbs. Liban has done some absolutely nasty things with ARs and SMGs from what I have seen. So we will see. And again, going back to Washington Tech, being a team that, again, we haven't seen as much on stream. We have not seen them on our Call of Duty stream. Those schools and those teams always scare me. And not necessarily scary. It's very exciting because you never know. You never know, and a lot of times they're bringing some big firepower with them.
At the end of these seasons, right? As a coach as well, something that's really important is we're getting closer to the playoffs. Is not just working on our own team's mechanics, but really starting to heavily scout our opponents. The thing that might be a big difference maker here is Inver Grove has been on stream a lot, right? They're one of our, if not they're for sure the most streamed team on our Rokkr streams, and so Washington, I don't believe, has been streamed a single time. So you can, when you're looking to scout Washington, you're going to have to just take a look at, what's their prestige rank within the game. based on their IGN or their in-game name. But when you're looking to scout Inver Grove, well, you got a lot of film. So I'm really interested in seeing if that's going to affect Inver Grove tonight, but especially in about 2 weeks' time when we're back here for the state championship, which is going to be a really interesting stream. I know we'll talk about it multiple times, but shout out to Minnesota Rokkr. We're going to be streaming the state championship on their stream. So our yeah, man, our kids are going to be able to be on an actual pro stream. Like, can you imagine being able to go and like play basketball on the T-Wolves court or something like that? That'd be just super dope.
And I'm terrible, but I would shoot it up. I'd do it.
Man, we're all terrible compared to these kids. I'm telling you,
right there on the Wolves court. I'd do it.
It's a new breed. We grew up with just the D-pad and a couple buttons, man.
Right.
Now they got these 2 joysticks. What's going on here? We used to have to aim with buttons.
That's crazy.
Oh yeah, the old school. I got the Atari's 2600 in the back. I'm not that old, but I still got one.
Right.
Yeah, man. So excited to get into these games. I mean, I'm going to predict today. I think I'm going to predict a surprise on Hardpoint, where Washington's going to come and actually win Hardpoint. That's going to be my prediction, and then that's going to really make Inver Grove angry, and they're going to focus up, and I think they're going to take the next 2 games. And I think they may do it in a little bit of handily fashion. I think Washington's going to come out and surprise them, and then the next 2 games, Inver Grove is going to take it. I'm going to predict a 2-1 for Inver Grove this series.
Okay, I think that, in fact, Inver Grove is going to take the first game, and Washington Tech may or may not take the second 2 games. So I'm going to go kind of a little bit, almost completely opposite. And let me tell you
may or may not. Really going out on a limb there, Thunder.
I know,
really
I know. But hey, listen, I try
covering
to keep it super neutral, dude. I am neutral caster all day. I try never to make picks. But here's what I'll say about this first round. Inver Grove, in their attack, they are absolutely nasty, and they have the gun skills to be able to hold these hard points and effectively transition to the next one with more than 10 seconds of time. They know what is coming. They know where the other players are going to be. And on a game like Hardpoint, where you are just throwing people at the hill, a team like Inver Grove, they know how to effectively throw their people at the hill, and they're going to do it. They're going to come a firing. I know they are. It's going to be scary.
That is true.
It's going to be scary.
Hardpoint is slay. How long can you slay game,
and then in that search and destroy, we will see again that kind of just that game mode a little bit can be the equalizer sometimes, because you get a couple of rounds where people are caught out of position, boom, that'll sway things right away.
Absolutely.
So exciting to see. And then if we go to that third, if we go to control, that's going to throw a whole nother group of things at us, and we will see if we get to that point. As we are getting our players organized, we want to thank once again Minnesota Rokkr, our favorite pro Call of Duty team. I have my jersey just right back over here. It looks great, but usually when I cast, I try to stay in buttons, so that's why I'm not wearing it tonight. But I got my jersey back over there, and
a little bit more formal than me. A little bit more formal than me.
It's
That's why you're the guy on camera, man. And I prefer not. Skeptor, by the way, is out tonight. He did have to pick up a shift. This is an impromptu stream. We typically don't do things on Fridays. He'll be back on Sunday. And little special shout out for you for Call of Duty fans next Tuesday at 6 o'clock here on the MNVL stream. Because of the amount of teams in our league, there is 8, which means a full round robin going into the playoffs would be 7 weeks. We are an 8-week season, and because playing one team more than once, particularly if you accidentally get Inver Grove twice, it's not really fair, and it doesn't uphold competitive integrity. So what we're going to do next week on Tuesdays, we're going to throw a 2v2 gunfight tournament. You have to be with a teammate from your school, so we are going to have schools up on the graphics, and we're going to see who the best duo in the league is. And I'm looking to a lot of different duos there. I mean, looking at Henry Sibley, they got a couple really strong players over there with Love. Oh man, I'm blanking on the other one. Sorry, I'm not usually casting. But that'll be a fun night. We're just going to be tossing together. It doesn't have any bearing on the state championship. It's just for some clout and seeing who's the best 2v2 player, who can actually slay the most, because gunfight is just a slay mode.
Yeah.
It'll be a fun day. So we're going to be chilling doing that next Tuesday.
It is going to be a blast, absolutely. And Tuesday night, if you all are not familiar, Gunfight is the 2v2, as Jake said, game mode that happens on completely different maps, right? So it's going to be on completely different maps than we are used to. For all of you who are maybe a little less familiar with Call of Duty, it's going to be just a fun night, and it's going to be kind of like, we're doing the All-Star weekend after the state tournament.
Yep.
And so this is sort of like an All-Star pre-party, right? This is sort of like the pre-party to the state tournament, which would be a party. And then we have the after party, which is the All-Star weekend. And it's just all awesome.
Hey, right? Man. And keep an eye out for those state tournaments, because we're going to be announcing what's going on in the summer. We got some big plans in our newsletter. We teased them a little bit, but we're going to have a lot more information on that. From what I'm hearing, I'm pretty excited. I got it. I'm on the cast. I just want to leak stuff, but I'll hold my tongue. Know that during that state championship, we're going to have a lot of cool things to announce. Just gearing up for the off season and beyond, into next season. I just want to leak, but I'm not going to do it. We're getting information here, seeing if the teams are ready to roll. But I'm leaky. I can't. Man, I get so excited. I want to tell secrets.
He's always just telling the information, letting everybody know exactly what is going on without saying exactly what is going on. That is the Master Shake trademark. He just kind of wants to just like trickle the information out, just little sprinklings here and there. It's great.
Yeah, man. So it looks like what we're going to do, we're just getting these teams into it. We're going to run to a quick break, play a little bit of our top plays from a couple previous weeks, and then what we're going to do is jump back in, get into the game, and I may also drop on the side my infamous 15-year-old Thunder McFadden impression. You'll have to wait for that sometime in the stream. It might drop.
Oh, no. And you know what? I will be honest. It's really good. My impression of Master Shake is horrible, but his impression of me is fantastic. And you may get to see it if you stick around, folks. So hang tight. We will be back in just a few minutes.
Attack is just so much right now.
Yeah, it's huge. They know what angles to cover. They know what Foley's coming with. Foley, though, nice work. Streak coming in.
Yeah. Big opener for Ember Grove as 2 drop, and they're getting close to the 200-point mark, Thunder.
They sure are.
Oh, look at Kolbs with the 3
piece. Insane! Oh, Kolbs, what? Oh, man. So I would have to go back and look, but... Oh, nice stuff. Deb looking for a kill.
Going down.
Goes down with the bomb. No!
And 2.
Oh! Look at that with the comeback. Foley caught blue. Insane.
Yeah, what do we have there? Well, that might have been a clean 4-0. I don't know if a player on the side of Foley went down that round. Going on a T-Max, barely getting out with his life. A nice trade coming across here. We got 3-on-2 right now. Ember Grove in the lead. Make it 3-on-1 as Skywalker, the last player remaining. The C4 is getting planted here on bomb site B, but it's too little too late as Ember Grove will clean this one up with ease, honestly. I mean, see across the map moving Kolbs.
Yep, beautiful positioning, beautiful angle. Search and destroy, sometimes it's just about positioning. If you get a good flank, then it doesn't matter where the bomb placement is, and it doesn't matter what site you're at. Like, seriously, that was great work.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. Nice entry, and make it 2, and it's all in for Grove. Skywalker's alone, and it's dead. Out. How many seconds?
Boom.
7
Oh.
to drop.
It did not take long. Not at all. Liban coming in with the 1, the 2.
That 2-piece really set his teammates up to pick off the other 2. I mean, right now, you got 1 player up top, guarding the bomb. Oh, but he doesn't see the player come down the stairs. Did he get the bomb planted? He did. Timer's going. 2 on 1. 1 on 1. Oh! And it's Kolbs! It's all Kolbs!
Kolbs
In for
in
Grove, take round 2.
Oh, with the last elimination in the bottom of the pool. He dives in the pool, acting like he's looking for a nickel at the bottom. No way, he's looking for that last kill, that last elimination, and then, oh man.
Kolbs comes down, gets the bomb planter. That's 1. Gets the man upstairs. That's another. And look at poor little Skywalker hiding down in the pool, thinking he's safe.
Wow, there it is. Oh man. What's happening, everybody? Welcome back to the Minnesota Rokkr High School Call of Duty League presented by MNVL. Master Shake, we have some developments to report through our sunglasses, and I am turning it over to you for those.
Some breaking news. Yeah, man. So just so everybody knows, Washington Tech could not field all 4 players. They have 3, so we're going to do a 3v3. The reason why we're going to do that is because although the rules state one thing at the in Minnesota Varsity League, and people can take advantage of that, just those are really there as a if we can't come to a civil agreement. But the spirit of all MNVL and the community we try to build is we want to play our game. We rather play than take a forfeit or not play. And so that's built into the rule book. That's in paragraph number 1. And that's, a big issue with other leagues where people just forfeit and you don't get to play. And what's the point of that? So we're going to play a 3v3. Invergrove has agreed to that because they're super gracious. And thank you very much to them. Appreciate you guys being good sports and having good sportsmanship within our league. So hats off to you. And so we're going to have a 3v3, which is, honestly, still requires a lot of teamwork. I mean, it's a big difference between a 3v3 and a 2v2, especially in Call of Duty, especially when we're hitting search and destroy. That's going to make a huge difference there. So hats off to them. If the Washington player comes back, we'll go back to a 4v4. But for now, this is how we're going to do it, and that's the best way to be both competitive and fair and uphold our mission and standards here at MNVL, which is we always try to play, right? I always think that in my head. We always try to play. So.
Yep. Absolutely. We always try to play, and hey, you know what? We're showing up every night. So yeah. So as we get into it, we are going to do, there's no other way of putting it. I mean, we do. We show up all the time, and sometimes players don't, and that's just a fact. And so what we're going to do is that 3v3, right? We're going to go into it. Thank you again for Invergrove for being willing to remove and just have one player sit for each of these games. Like you said, as we go into Hardpoint, followed by Search and Destroy, those are the 2 guaranteed maps that we are going to have. Hardpoint, always fun to watch, and as you said, Jake, Search and Destroy, right? As we get into that, we saw 2v2 the last time we streamed Call of Duty. It makes it very difficult. Very difficult. Search and Destroy with 2 players. You have to split on defense or try to stack a point and then try to retake and that type of thing. Just makes things extremely difficult. With 3, you can split 2 and 1. You have a little bit better communication, a little bit better mobility, all of that with your team. And so we are getting into it here, folks. We are on raid right here in Hollywood. This is actually just up the hill from my house, about 15 minutes away, this map right here. No big deal. We are getting into it. And these 2 teams, who do we have? Kolbs, Coartis, and Dostado taking up against Schoool, Kid Perez, and I don't, yeah.
Abusers. Abusers. Oh, it's abusers.
Yep.
All right.
Anyway.
All right. Yeah.
There you have it. We got it right now. Invergrove getting on the point, taking control right away. First 15 seconds as Dostado takes a frag. Getting it happen here, Master Shake.
Yeah, just so people aren't confused, FCS, we just have a little bit of a mistake on the graphics here. FCS is going to be Invergrove. SEW is Washington Tech Magnet School right now. Big pickup there by Washington Tech does find the kill, but the hard point is still on the side of Invergrove. Kolbs is just holding it down, picking these guys off left and right, and is going to pick up another. The man just does not miss. What do you... Oh,
Kolbs is a freak. Kolbs is an absolute wild animal on the maps. Look at this kid go. I mean, seriously, every time, and his positioning there as Schoool goes down. Oof, that was a big one. But yeah, Kolbs, just the control, the game sense out of Kolbs, and the way that movement is happening. I mean, look at this, the FFAR, man, and this is a gun that is so snappy and so fast.
He doesn't even see the guy. He doesn't even see the guy coming in on him. The guy knows where he's at, slides in. I didn't catch the name of the player who did that, but slides in, and Kolbs just snaps the sticks down. Absolutely a snapshot. Jeez, man, this is why I don't cast. Why you guys cast? But yeah, we're still having fun. Washington picked up the point for a moment there, just a moment, right? Three little ticks, and that was all it. That was it. As Kolbs is on a killing spree here, just slaying, right? This is what I was talking about in the pre-show. Who can slay, and is Kolbs going to be on today? I think my hardpoint prediction may not be going the way I thought, but there's still a lot of game to play, and it looks like the point is moving.
Sure enough, yes. As we see Inver Grove coming out, their rotations are so good. Kolbs with another one. Kolbs absolutely freaky all day long. He's got a Krig on the backside. Man, he's rocking 2 ARs, no big deal. He's out there just snapping away, and that is a player that, again,
But they pick him up. Kolbs does go down. This is a chance for Washington. They're going flanking around. Ooh, can he clutch up? He does get the shot. A little bit of a miss there, but he does pick it up, and Washington will take their point. They've already doubled their score so far. What is going on? Nobody. They're not being able to run it up. All right, it's still going up, but man, look at Abusers. He's going through and just slaying. They do pick him up though. Destado able to pick him up after Abusers picks up about 3 or 4 there on that push.
Yeah, that was a big push for them, and now with control of this hard point, but as it switches, they maintain, and they keep going. Wow, what a rotation here out of Washington Tech. Fantastic stuff, and we see that trophy system down. But Schoool going down, didn't see behind, got shot in the back.
And what is that trophy system, the little mechanical turret-looking thing on the ground? I am not a huge Call of Duty player. I'm not as into, the shoot guns. What is that doing?
That trophy system right there is going to catch any incoming grenades, and it's just going to snipe them out of the sky, okay? So any stun grenades, any lethal grenades, anything like that is just going to get poked out of the sky and becomes non-lethal whatsoever. A trophy system is a huge, huge, huge part of any pro Call of Duty team strategy, or anybody. I mean, within the rules, it's one of the only things that you can have, but really, when you are playing at a professional level, you're not going to have anything other than that trophy system. It is just too valuable to have on the point.
Washington running it up a little bit here. Kid Perez was able to take that point and just knock down people one at a time, playing whack-a-mole as they came in, and secured the point. Really pushed up their score. Washington has a chance here. I mean, if you look at the most recent, wow, look at, they're pulling up again, getting up to almost 60. With Abusers and Schoool able to take out Destado, and they are still running up this second hard point. I mean, I should say second, but like their second point that they've had captured in a row here, and the points are just going up and up and up. What have you done for me lately, Inver Grove? Let's see if they can retake this point. Oh, he catches him. Kolbs 1, 2. And that is the take of the hard point. And now, just as I say that, they say, Master, I got something for you, man. And here it is.
Yep, absolutely. There comes Kolbs making things happen. And boom, it is just straight up all Inver Grove on that particular point. But here we go again. Washington Tech taking, and they are taken away. Look at them getting in, getting these trophy systems set up. And man, but the thing they're coming up against is Kolbs. Wow, this guy's a freak, seriously.
This game, you start this game, like 3 minutes ago instead of 6 minutes ago, and you are dead even, right? Hard points being defended. It looks like Chords is getting a multi-kill here. So Chords, name that we haven't been saying much so far, is now the one who is popping off, although he does drop. But Destado will go in and pick up Schoool, and it is looking like this hard point is about to move pretty soon here. I wonder if Washington's going to try to get to that next point, and try to defend, or even still try to push onto this occurring one.
It looked like Destado was moving in there because they are going into that kitchen area. And so is that right? Yep. There you go. And you saw Destado in there. He lays down the trophy system, gets ahead by about 15 seconds and that was big for Invergrove as they move into this latter part of this game. It has been, they've given up those 80 seconds, but they've done it strategically. Invergrove, it's been very, very effective.
Ooh, you gotta be careful when you go into that kitchen, man. You touch the stove, you're gonna get burnt. And they just did. Abusers going down from Destado. They were able to pick up Kolb, so maybe Kid Prez can come out and get a big pickup, but nope, Kolbs and Destado come right back around, even though he picked up cords. But then Kolbs will fall, Abusers will fall right after. It's back and forth, back and forth. The hard point still being taken by Invergrove, and they are getting really close to match point here. With Washington got a pretty big insurmountable lead to take over, and yes, that will be Invergrove taking game number 1. Some big plays on both sides, man. I think, geez, man, I think the search and destroy is a toss-up. There was a lot of back and forth. That was not as one-sided as people thought it was going to be. Obviously, Washington is getting better, or, man, I haven't watched them play too much, but just looking at the records here, they're taking it to this team.
Yeah, you know, and it makes you wonder, you know, if they had that fourth person, would that have been a different result? Because we saw some really good technique, we saw some really good movement rotations out of Washington Tech, and as they were moving to those new points, you know, they were on some of them. They were there before Invergrove, and they were doing the same thing Invergrove was, getting a man there, getting the trophy system down, and getting the angles covered. Right? They're just as capable of that. They've proven it. And so, to your point, that 250 to 80, whatever it was, is not totally indicative of how close that matchup was. As we go into this second map, can't wait to find out what the map is, but it's going to be search and destroy, a much slower pace of game. A lot more of the communication is going to come into effect here. And I cannot wait to see which of these teams is going to take this round number 2, Master Shake.
Yeah, man. I mean, Kid Perez was coming out. He was coming out and making some plays. I was really impressed with his play this last game. Especially, there was a time where he took the hard point, the first real good capture that Washington had, not the one that was just 3 points. But he went on there and actually held it down for like 30, 40 seconds. It was incredible. Now, here's the one thing though, like in Call of Duty, it's a little bit hard, right, to see who is who, right? You're just seeing somebody flash across the screen. Skins don't really give it away too much, and you just kind of got to slay. So in a search and destroy, it's hard to say like, hey, let's try to gang up on Kolbs, try to take him down, and move, or you know, the inverse. Let's try to hit one of the players that we feel we're a little bit stronger than, and then try to overwhelm Kolbs within a person advantage. That's usually how I would go about it if it was a game like Overwatch, where we know, hey, this person is playing a particular character or hero, and we can go after them. Call of Duty, that kind of strategy is really hard to enact. So really, what they got to be doing is trying to really just on offense overpower with numbers, rush in, take a point, try to catch them 3-on-1, and stop the retake with some good strategically positioned play, really covering all your corners. And on defense, oh, it's going to be tough, right? Because you're going to be going against Kolbs at a man disadvantage. Yeah. So, geez, I almost on defense, I might just say, if I'm Washington, let's just stack all 3-on-1 and hope that we guess right. And if not, we'll stack all 3 and try to do the retake and go on offense. That might just be the play.
I don't think you're totally wrong at all. I mean, that may be the best option, you know, after what was a commanding win by Invergrove. You know, again, with Washington showing flashes of promise and flashes of, you know, something of a really coordinated attack. You know, the search and destroy is going to be tough. My key, I think, key to victory, whatever you want to call it, right? My key in this game, because it's a 3v3. Who takes the 2-piece? Who takes the 2-piece every single round of this search and destroy? Who is the player who goes out and gets 1 and then 2? Is it Kolbs? We always talk about Kolbs because those crosshairs are just on, right? But even in that first round, in that first game, okay, who got the best play? It was Schoool. It was one of the Washington Tech players that took away the best play of that game. Right. And it was some very, very nice AR play across the map. So when you don't get to respawn, those type of things take a lot more effect than they do in something like Hardpoint.
Yeah, man. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it takes one good pop-off play, and we saw Washington do a bunch of them. So if they have a big pop-off play, I mean, that's a round. You're only going to 7 here. That doesn't take. I mean, on any given day, a team can win. And it's clear the skill on these two teams is not so drastically apart that Washington can't come at it. All right, here we go. We're into the game. We're going to search and destroy. Oh, choo-choo trains. All right, that's what I'm talking about.
I love this map. I love this map so much. It's so good.
Like, oh, I love this map too, dude. Like,
dude, oh, the impression's so good.
Oh, bro, dude, like this map's so tasty. Like, sometimes I'm just surfing on these trains. Oh, dude, like, oh man, this guy's going up here. He's walking in. He's trying to find him. He can't find him right now, and he's just like, oh, I'm gonna place this bomb. Oh, here comes Schoool, but he gets stopped on the slide, bro. You gotta slide with a little bit more steez and stealth than that, dude.
With the perfect impression, Master Shake, fantastic work. Look at that. And hey, we have got a 4v4 now.
Oh, we're back to 4v4. This is what I'm talking about.
Check it out.
Hey.
Look at that.
Look
Rock
at this
and
guy.
roll now.
Jeez, got all 4 of them over here, but Washington Tech is looking like only 2s. Yep. So Inver Grove takes round number 1, but we are psyched. We're in a 4v4. Look at this best play. Oh, shoots him in the back like a coward. All right, no, I'm just joking.
Got him kind of in the booty on that one. When they're on the jump, it's a little hard to follow, but Kolbs does a decent job there, right in the left cheek, and then he goes down. Yep, that's one. You know,
hits him in the right cheek when he's down. You know, right? I mean, taking the turn the other cheek a little bit to a new level here. We do have FaZe Karen. I didn't know Karen was picked up by FaZe. I mean, that's a big deal. MNVL need to get on that. Oh, and they're just shooting down the trains.
Oh!
Schoool gets taken out, but Destato is down as well. I think that favors Inver Grove because, and Kid Perez is out. This is going to be tough one for Washington Tech to come back without the 2 players who've been standing out, at least this match. He's looking to go up this ladder here. He's saying, all right, it's going to be a little bit of a angle. Oh, not quite. And uses his left. Kolbs and Twitch Liban are down. Oh, it's just Liban. My bad for saying Twitch.
There it is. IG. Another dub.
Inver Grove Heights.
Liban.
So wrong. Oh my.
Look at that.
My God.
Crazy. Is that a Craig? I think it is. I'd have to look at it again. No, I think it is.
Well, he was slapping, man. He was slapping, and Washington Tech. What do we got to do here, guys? What do we got to do here? I think Schoool and Perez need to go together and try to just slay, right? Put on that double pressure. Both of them can aim really quick, so try to just hit them before they can hit you. Go back, get a little bit of a heal, and then do it again, man.
Yep. Yeah, you know, and I wonder if maybe Washington Tech here doesn't want to kind of try to play a little bit slower, you know, really try to get a feel for what Inver Grove is doing. Kolbs hucking that trophy system. He says, no nades over here.
Yeah, man, and I saw him even trying to do a little bit of a wall bang. Schoool will go down. Kid Perez and FaZe Karen back to defend this point. Kolbs taking the high ground, but he's just spotted out. But he is moving so fast. It is just hard to hit him. Look at that movement. He is sprinting across and able to snapshot. I mean, Kolbs may have a bit of a future here. I mean, that's some high level stuff that we're seeing out of this. And I watch a lot of pro esports. And man, being able to have that movement and that snap aim, that's what you got to have when you're looking at getting to that next level, going to college, and maybe even beyond.
Yeah, absolutely. Kolbs always moving with intention, always moving effectively, not doing too much, not overcompensating with any aim. And that weapon that he is using, that is not necessarily a meta weapon, and it is that particular iron sight or crosshairs without a reticle or without an optic on it, it can be tough to use. I have definitely found the FFAR1. It's a very snappy and a very quick gun, but you have to have the right hands on it, and Kolbs definitely the right one for the job.
Absolutely, and I mean that's not to put down what Dostado and Levon and Cords have been doing either. I mean, these guys have been playing great, getting some of the best plays of the match. We're not talking about Levon enough. We're not talking about Dostado enough. Both of them just absolutely shining here.
Yep.
Schoool and Kid Perez actually, from how much they slayed last round, are the ones that are typically falling this round. Maybe they're just ones running into the gauntlet a little bit too quickly. As Inver Grove does pick up another win, 2 away here from winning this game and match. Oh, and just not looking the right way there. Gets picked up and shot in the back. That's a tough way to go down. It's frustrating when you pick the wrong side to peak.
Yeah, definitely. And, you know, always frustrating no matter what FPS game you're playing, you know. And in particular, with that type of thing, sometimes it is just about positioning. Sometimes it is just about who gets lucky or what it is. That was a nice best play for Dostado. Most of these best plays, yes, have been going the way of Kolb's, but I mean, his teammates are doing really fantastic stuff out there, controlling the way that these maps are going down. And now IG needs one more dub to just take the day.
Yeah, Inver Grove really pulling off of the added luck of having me move to this city right now. I'm in Inver Grove, and they must be pulling my power away because we know how great us older guys are at video games.
Yeah.
They're on match point. Washington Tech's gonna have to go 6 in a row here. I don't see it happening, man. It's just the problem is that at this point it's so mentally difficult to get over going down like this. I mean, even people at our age is tough for, and when you take in kind of a beating, it's tough to get back into the game mentally. Let's see if they can pick up a pick here. But FaZe Karen will go down. Now they got an even more uphill battle. Schoool, Abusers, and Kid Perez, stick together, you guys, and see if you can't just make a miracle play and come in and slay. But right now, nothing really going on. Nobody's seeing each other, running around trying to find the enemy, but really just finding their buddies out. Oh, and there goes Abusers. He got snuck up on a little sneaky guy, Dostado, coming through and getting that sneak kill. 99 sneak, you know, high archery, way too overpowered to build for this Skyrim mod.
You said it. As IG wins again, they go undefeated on the day. And who gets this one?
That's the season, dude.
That's Dostado.
That's
Dude,
undefeated on the season, bro. Like, these guys have not been beat.
I think that now every single player for Inver Grove has had a best play tonight. They have all been absolutely on point, and I mean the pun intended, obviously, because of the hard point that we did the first time. It's a bad joke, Thunder McFadden. Come on, man. But it was awesome. It was awesome to watch. I will tell you, Inver Grove, wow. Look at this team and what they put together on this season. I mean, it's nuts. The state tournament, they're hungry. They're hungry, and they do not stop, man.
But there are, man, sometimes, you know, sometimes a good loss is what you need going into a state tournament or into the end of the tournament, right? Like you don't want to lose, of course, but looking at that, hopefully they can stay as hungry as they've been all season. They're going to be going into this state tournament. Nice. We're going to have Cords on today. Absolutely. I'm excited to talk to Cords, man. Seeing if these other teams maybe just be a little bit more hungry. They got a little bit more chip on their shoulder. They're in aim labs a whole lot more. They're testing up their game. They're playing as a team, building that consistency, building the trust that, you know, pyramid tier that all esports are trying to get through. Always try to build consistency, and then you can get into synergy and trust. So we're going to get a interview. I'm really excited about this. What I want to ask is how they're going to go into preparing for this state tournament. How do you review films on all the games that you've won? What is your strategy on doing that? Because typically people will look at games of what they lost and how do we improve from there. So when they're looking at all these games that they've won, they've had an undefeated season. How are they going to work to try to get better for the state tournament? Because every other team is working to get better.
Right. Absolutely. Excited to get into this interview, folks. we are going to take just a brief break here from the Minnesota Rokkr High School Call of Duty League, presented by MNVL. We'll be back in a brief moment with that interview and our send-off. Do not go anywhere, folks. See you in a second. All right. Hey, welcome back, everyone, to the Minnesota Rokkr High School Call of Duty League, presented by MNVL. My name is Thunder McFadden. I am joined with a very special cast tonight from Master Shake, and we are joined in this interview by Cords. What is happening? How are you feeling right now?
I'm feeling kind of hot. We beat them a lot, so I'm very confident right now.
Very good.
Yeah, man. Pretty dominant performance. Coming in, you guys have not played against Washington before. Were you able to scout or look out at your teammate or your opponents at all before this match, or did you just come in fresh, trying to play your game and not really worrying about who you're going up against?
Yeah, like I said, we're very confident. So we came in fresh, ready to beat them.
Very
Excellent.
nice. Very nice. Hey, Cords, tell me this. Tell me about your particular loadout and what role do you play on the team? I didn't see if you were running AR or SMG.
I recently just switched to AR. I'm just running the CDO AR class. Fine with it.
Which right now is QBZ, right?
Craig.
Craig now. Okay, I can't remember if they switched. I know that they took out the XM4 and then they added in the QBZ at some point, as far as the Pro League. That is, but nice, very, very nice. And what do you have on the backside?
For what?
For your secondary and your and the rest of your stuff.
I have a Diamati, and then I'm running Assassin, and I'm running Ninja.
Okay, very nice, very nice. I just started running Ninja because I hate people hearing me run around. I just started doing that. So awesome
sneak
stuff. Very, very good. So Cords, as we move into this state tournament, what are you as a team doing to prepare? What are you doing to kind of get yourselves ready? Any of that? Talk to me about that side of things, the prep stuff.
We're just trying to get better, trying to run more scrims, trying to get better chem.
Yeah. And yo, man, I just got to ask, does it add any extra gravity to the situation, or are you guys excited at all to be on a professional Call of Duty team stream for that state championship?
Yeah, we're all very excited. We all can't wait to play in that stream and hopefully take it home.
Yeah, big shout out to the Rokkr for making that happen, man. That's awesome. Are you planning on participating in the gunfight tournament next week?
Not that I know of right now. I'm not sure.
All right, I
Right on.
wasn't sure if it was going to be you and Kolbs or somebody else, or are you we're gonna split up and try to take them on and see who's the actual champions over at even just within Invergrove, within Vergrove. Um, little bit sort of off topic, but sort of on topic. How many of you are there? Any of you graduating this year, and what are you guys looking to forward to next season? Even if you come out, assuming you do very well in this season as you continue to, and do well in the state tournament. Tournament? What are you looking forward to next season, man?
We're looking for to win again, win it all. That's all.
Cool.
I've turned
Love it.
into a pixelated monster.
That's right. Yeah, Jake has entered the vortex once again. Loving it big time. Hey, Cords, you have any final shout outs before we get going? Your play's been great today, and we've loved having you on for the interview. Any final shout outs before we get rolling here?
I just want to say shout out to Mech, shout out to Coach Young, and shout out to Coach Webb for this opportunity. I'm very grateful.
Awesome. Well, thank you. Look, hey, we appreciate you and your team. Again, you all have been on our stream so many times now. It's so exciting to watch you. Maybe not quite as exciting as it is to watch what's going on Jake's screen right now, because that's really fascinating stuff. No, what you do is definitely more entertaining than that, I promise. Anyway, Cords, you rule. Your team is great, and as the resident mad Call of Duty player at MNVL, I am always just astonished by what you guys pull off. You guys are way better at this game than me. It's really, really fun to watch. So anyway, thank you to your team and your coaches. Thank you to everybody. A big thank you to all of our fans. If you are not following MNVL, go ahead and grab your device and do it now. That's Minnesota Varsity League, baby. Follow us on all social medias, on the social media of your choice, of your preference, whatever you want. And what you do after that, or before that, is follow Minnesota Rokkr. Okay, follow Minnesota Rokkr on all social medias to find out what they are doing with their pro Call of Duty team as they are moving into this next major. Man, they have put together some really, really great stuff. So awesome stuff. Thank you all for joining us on the Minnesota Rokkr High School Call of Duty League stream presented by MNVL. My name is Thunder McFadden. I'm joined by my best friend, Master Shake, tonight. So good to cast with you, dude. Love you big time. And we will see you all on the next stream. Take care and talk to you soon.